Good morning, everyone. This is future me speaking before I upload the video. It is 7:37 a.m. and I'm going to make sure that I put a picture so you guys know that the reading that I did for young Dolph, it was filmed yesterday, about an hour after the incident and the tragedy that took place. I do want to say before we get into the reading, first and foremost, my condolences goes to him and his family because what happened was uncalled for and unnecessary. I needed to make this intro so people are aware of me and how I do things. So number one, I did not know much about young Dolph. I did not know that he had a family, and I didn't know much about him because I don't listen to a lot of hip hop like that like I used to. So when I did the reading, just to put this in the video, when I did the reading, I was unaware of all of this. So all of the predictions that came through was based on me not knowing much about him, the situation. I walked in blindly. Well, all of my readings are honest, but I find that my readings are more raw when I don't know much about the situation, and I actually prefer that. Because the less you know, the more you can really tap into the divine and not lean on your own understanding. I just come through and you guys can give me information. So I'm just putting this out there. The reading was filmed yesterday. I don't know much about him. And I started doing my research after the reading, and my heart is truly breaking because he had a family, a beautiful wife, children. There was a lot that I picked up on where I'm going to start connecting the dots as we continue to do the reading. I did this reading so we can bring awareness to what has happened and so the case does not go cold, because that was what I heard spiritually and I didn't want that to happen. And energetically, we need to hold the people accountable because something about the reading, the message, it doesn't feel like this was random. This was definitely thought out. This was definitely plotted out, and I really do want justice to be served. So I came back so I can share this with you guys. The candle that I lit yesterday, there was more wax because I just lit it. Now it's been a day, so the wax has gone down a little bit, okay? So just to show you that this is happening a day after the reading that I just filmed. So this clip is going to go in the beginning as the intro, and then the reading will begin. So that being said, I do want justice to be served, and this is why I did the reading. So thank you guys for watching this intro, and we're going to get into the reading. Remember guys, I did not know much about him. Now I'm learning about him, and it just breaks my heart on everything that has happened. So thank you guys again for watching, and let's get into this reading that I did yesterday, November 17th, about an hour or so after his passing. Okay guys, bye. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't even going to do this reading, to be honest with you. The moment that I felt called to actually do it, I instantly said no, because I didn't want to pull on it so soon. And if you guys know candle alchemy and candles, then you know that this flame is really bright. I was doing readings and I was working, and then I got the news because a lot of people were hitting me up, and lately I haven't been pulling on situations like that just because I haven't. Okay, the flame just split in two just now. There's a reason for that, but I have been called to pull on the situation in a sense of justice. Will justice be served? Because that is my concern here, because it feels like nothing is going to resolve itself. And I want to just put the energy out there for justice to be served, because he didn't deserve that. If I read that correctly, he was buying cookies for himself because every time he's in town, I guess in Memphis where he's from, he goes to the same places that he used to go to before fame. He was buying himself cookies and they shot him up. And I didn't really know much of his music. I just knew that a lot of people loved him and they loved his vibes. And I wanted to pull on what is going to happen in regards to justice being served. And that is why we are here. My respects and my love goes to his families, my condolences, and rest in peace to him. Because I want justice to be served. I don't want them to get away with it. I have this dark feeling that they could. So me doing this reading, I hope it just kind of shifts the energy around to where justice is going to be served. So show me the energy around the situation. Victory. So whoever did this, they have been watching him for a very long time and they have been eyeing him to do this. And I don't feel like this was their first attempt. Guys, keep in mind, I don't know much about him. People were hitting me up and his energy just felt very positive and he didn't deserve what came at him from what I'm feeling. But this doesn't feel like his first run-in with violence of this sort. So whoever did this, they have been waiting for the opportunity. Okay? They were waiting, resting and rejuvenating. They were waiting for this opportunity, which is disgusting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get into the minds of these people that did it. What I don't like is they waited. They waited. And even where they shot him at, the person that did it, they didn't want it to happen there because it was too open. It was too visible. I do feel like there's a trace, meaning they're going to start unraveling who did it, but it's going to be hard because there's a lot of people involved. It wasn't just one person. It feels, dare I say, it even feels gang related, a gang or a group of men, and a lot of it is tied into jealousy. And this feels personal. This feels very personal. It feels like he was the one that rised and got fame because of his personality and who he is as a person. And I guess when he left behind what he had to leave behind to reach success, these people started getting jealous. And there's also some beef and just weird jealous. You know, we associate jealousy with women, but men have an ugly side to them too when they get jealous. They were very jealous of this man. So what Spirit is telling me, he had a very king-like energy. So I wouldn't be shocked if he's a fire sign. Maybe he's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But there's something about him that had a very strong presence. He was very likable from what I'm sensing. A lot of people, you either loved him or you just didn't know him. But if you knew him, you love him. And that's what I'm hearing. That's what his spiritual team is saying. That's what his ancestors are saying. They want this message to come out because they feel that the case could go cold. They don't want the case to go cold. The person that did this has done this to other people. So whoever targeted him, this person has been creating chaos amongst the community for a very long time, but this person hasn't gotten caught. So they want more people to talk about it. They want more people to dig deep into it because they don't want this to slide. They don't want this to just fall into the wayside. And what's going to happen is, because of what happened to him, there's going to be a domino effect of more violence around Memphis, where this incident took place. Okay. They were planning this for a long time. And they were following him. He was being followed, and intuitively he felt that he was being followed. I don't want to say I'm channeling him per se, because I haven't felt that. I haven't felt him jump in just yet. I'm just picking up on the energy surrounding this, guys. So just keep that in mind. Okay. They were following him. They were watching him. They didn't want this to happen where it happened, though. There's a camera, there's footage. But that's the thing, though. There's footage, there's a camera, but I still feel like they're getting away, and I don't want them to get away. That's what's pissing me off. That's what's agitating me in this reading right now. Because it feels like I'm going to skip town. I'm leaving. I got to figure out where I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm going to go. They wanted this to be quiet. This was very loud. Even the person that did what he did, he was ordered by somebody else to do it. So this feels very personal. This feels very personal, and I don't like that it feels personal. And this person, they're trying to skip town. They're trying to skip town right now. Okay, 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Some of them will get away, but the main person of interest that I want law enforcement to get, he is going to be harder to find. They're going to catch the people involved, because I feel like I'm seeing the number 4 people. Maybe there were 4 people in the car, or 4 people involved. Okay. Yes, this was personal. This is personal. Okay. That's not his energy. That's the person that did this to him. This is disgusting. Because they really, when you boil down to it, it just feels like jealousy. It feels like he made it out and they didn't, and they're mad. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Okay. They're running. They're running. They're going to catch the people involved, but the main person of interest, it's going to be harder for them to find him. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to channel, see if I get any messages, because I did get the green light to do this. I would not be even doing this if I didn't, guys. I just don't want them to get away. This is unacceptable. I don't want them to get away with this. And it feels like they could if they play this right. So what I want to do now is I want to start channeling on his energy. So what I've gathered so far is the men that did this, there's about 4 of them. 3 of them will get captured slowly but surely. 1 of them is going to be hard to find. This was personal, and he was being followed, led to his death. And what's interesting is young Dolph, he felt that he was being followed. But there's also something about his trust being betrayed. Because I feel, if we're correct, he normally goes to his stomping grounds when he's in town. So that's nothing new. That's not a prediction. That's nothing new. But what was different about this time was he normally goes unannounced. Like, he doesn't tell people what he's about to do next. Okay? He doesn't tell people what he's about to do. He just does it. That way he doesn't really leave a trail, because he knows that there are people that were against him. But what I'm feeling is he was being followed this whole time, and somebody gave away where he was at. He didn't want to be seen like that. He didn't want to be bothered. He wanted to be seen by the people that knows him, like the people at the store, the people in his neighborhood, but he wasn't trying to make an announcement of where he was at. So that was compromised. Okay. So show me the energy. I keep seeing a little girl. I'm not sure if he was... This is sad. I'm not sure if he was buying something for a little girl. So he probably has children then. Okay. So there's a small girl, small child, if it's his children or a sibling or a relative. Another thing that I'm hearing, he's very family oriented. He's very much about his family. There is a woman that's grieving. There is a woman that's... Woman. Man of Swords. Somebody was after him. money is owed. You promised me. You didn't keep your word. You didn't keep your promise. So they did what they did. And now they're trying to skip town. He has to be a fire sign. It's going to seem like the case is not getting anywhere. It's going to seem like it's not getting resolved. It's going to seem like all is lost. And then there's a breakthrough. So justice is going to be served. But I want all of them to catch heat. But it feels like this person that orchestrated this is going to get away. That's the thing here. And whoever that this is, everyone is scared to rat him out. They'll rat out the other people, but they're not going to rat him out. Because there's a lot of people loyal to him. It's weird. This doesn't just feel like this doesn't feel like how with Nipsey Hussle, he was at a convenience store and then this low life just did what they did. This feels very, it feels deep. It feels very orchestrated. It feels very handle this. Because we've let him get away with it. Handle it. Make it happen, but do it discreet. They didn't do it discreet. So now it's a hoopla. It was going to be a hoopla regardless. But how it happened, there's a lot of anger coming from this person because it's like he knows it's only a matter of time. So now he has to think fast. He has to think fast. He has to think fast because they're going to catch the other guys. He's even debating if he should end the guys involved so they don't rat him out. It's getting really, this feels very and they go back. So this is someone that he was close with. Okay, now he's telling me this is someone that I used to know. I didn't expect it from this person. I had a feeling. That something was going on, but I didn't know it was you. So this is someone connected to him. This is not a stranger, guys. This is not a random person. This is personal. This is personal. And his reasoning is jealousy. Jealousy. 7 of Wands. Yes, the Magician. You were able to manifest what I was trying to manifest, what I was trying to do. What's bothering me is he didn't want to be seen. He wanted to just do what he was doing and he didn't want to make a big fuss. So he was being followed. His whereabouts was compromised. It leads to the wrong people. And they've been following him for quite some time now. Earlier, the candle flame split in two. There is another person involved that was connected to him. And Spirit showed that for a reason. This isn't random. Okay. Show me his energy. Yeah. So they didn't like that he gained fame. This is young Dolph's energy. They didn't like that he gained fame. They didn't like that. They felt that he didn't keep his promise. They felt that he didn't keep his word. And then you mix that with jealousy. So he has to be a fire sign. He has to be a fire sign.
Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or he has a lot of fire sign placements. Another thing I'm picking up on, I just heard, I don't want you to worry about me. I'm good. I don't want you to worry about me. I worry for my family, but I don't want anyone to worry about me. So it's like, don't worry about me, worry about my family, which is very... Is he a Leo? Let me look up if he's a Leo. I didn't even look up. Is he a Leo? He has to be. Because that sounds very Leo. That sounds very Leo. July 27th. He's a Leo. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. And his name was Dolph Thornton. May you rest in peace. And I'm so sorry what happened to you. There's a baby here as well. I saw it earlier in the reading, but I wanted to double confirm. There's a child here. There's a baby coming. There's a baby here. There's a baby. Four Swords. When I pulled on Nipsey Hussle's energy in the past, because this reminds me of that, but it's a little bit different. Nipsey, he had a deep understanding for spirituality and for what's to come after the fact. Young Dolph didn't. So young Dolph, energetically, he felt that it was taken too short. He didn't see this coming. He knew that he was being followed. He knew that there was a target on his back, but he really felt that he was being careful. So what I'm feeling, he feel his safety was compromised. His whereabouts was compromised. They were not supposed to know where he was at the exact time. So someone within his crew betrayed his trust. And the person that did it, or the person that's behind it, is someone that he was very close to or used to know. And it's something to do with money and feeling like you owe this to me. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a baby on the way, or a pregnancy here, or maybe the person that did this is expecting a child. If it's not young Dolph, then it's the person that did this that's expecting. This is going to haunt you for the rest of your days, because you were supposed to be his friend. This is going to haunt you for the rest of your days. You're never going to have peace. You're never going to know peace. Straight up, you're never going to know peace. And then Six of Swords, like y'all see the cards where it's talking about how he like whoever did this is trying to skip town. So people are going to start talking and connecting the dots. People are going to start figuring it out. So whoever's behind this, he's not in the forefront, but if enough people start talking, people will start adding things together. So he's trying to leave. So I feel that I was called to do this reading because he could actually get away with this. And then everybody else goes down for it, but not the person that orchestrated it. So people can say what they want about me, and I know my intentions are pure. I'm putting this message out there to set the intention that everyone involved in this is going to get caught up and going to get justice served. That's why I'm doing this. Because it feels like this was going to be another cold case, and I don't like that. I don't like that another black man gets killed in such a horrific way and then nothing is resolved. We already went through that pain with Tupac and Biggie. It's not a good feeling. It needs to resolve itself. Thank God we got that with Nipsey. Thank God we got that with a few others, but he deserves that justice too. And I don't want this to go cold. So I felt called to do this so the energy stays alive and well on figuring this out. That's why I am doing this. Yeah, this person, you're never going to know peace. You keep getting a whole bunch of cards like you regret what you did. Damage is done. You did what you did. You can't take it back. It's like you were so thirsty to follow this person, to feel like you were entitled to whatever that he has. Like you felt that you deserved it. So when you finally did it, now you have a conscience and all of this stuff. Like, no, you let your envy, you let your jealousy, you let all of that get the best of you. What was meant for him was not for you. Just like what's for you is not for him. Everybody has a different path. Jealousy is a crazy, crazy emotion. And you took this man away from a woman. You took this man away from a family. And people just do shit. They don't care. They don't care about the after effect. They don't care that you just left kids fatherless. And if I'm correct, there's a baby here. There's a young child here. And now you're running. They're going to catch the people in the car, but the person that orchestrated it is going to be hard for them to find him. Will they find him? So I want to pull, will they find this King of Pentacles? Will they find this person? Will they find him? That's what's breaking my heart too. He didn't want to be seen. He didn't want to be bothered. He was just trying to do his due diligence and do his good and then go home. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And I'm even hearing intuitively, I'm going to figure things out with my family. I'm going to speak to them. I haven't seen them. So either it's like he wanted to spend more time with his family. He was getting excited for the holidays because he hasn't really been present. So he was getting ready to do that because he's been on the go. And this was going to be the only month that he had until he had to be on the go. His 2022 was going to be very, very busy. But somebody compromised his whereabouts. The person that compromised his whereabouts is a young male, but he was told that they were just going to jump him. He didn't think they were going to clip him. He didn't see, so now he feels bad. Now he's scared. Well, you should be. Because they'll hurt you too if you even open your mouth. But he'll also be guilty in association, and he feels young. Whoever gave the signal. He thought it was just going to be, oh, we're just going to jump him. That's it. I'm looking at everybody involved in the situation, and I'm being guided to do this because this is going to connect the dots so he can get justice. I'm not saying I'm unraveling it, but if the energy is out there to figure it out, then it will resolve itself and law enforcement will do their job. But if we just see this as another black man who got caught up and got killed, it will just be another thing. So energetically, his fan base have to apply pressure. His family has to apply pressure to not let this slide. So this is setting the intention for this to not just go dead. No. See, he didn't... The hermit, he didn't want to be bothered. See, he didn't want to be bothered. That's what's tripping me out. He didn't want to be bothered. He wanted to say hello to the people that he knew, support, drop off. He was dropping off things, I'm hearing. But then, boom. Yep, Five of Swords. His safety, his whereabouts was compromised. The person that gave the signal thought they were just going to jump him and beat him up. They did not think it was going to be this. And this is connected to an incident that happened before. They have tried this before, or this has happened. Young Dolph has been through this before, so I don't know if he's gang affiliated or used to be or knows people that were, but this is not a coincidence. Five of Pentacles, and this is connected to money, and I still... Baby. There's still a baby here. Or one of them just became a father. So either there's a baby coming for young Dolph, or the person that's involved in all of this that created this chaos and took somebody's life, they're expecting a baby, or they just had a baby with somebody. The Lovers. He was going to make amends to a woman that he loves too. So I'm hearing this loudly, making that loud and clear, making amends, deepening. Yes. This was about money. Will they find the men involved? Yes, 3 out of 4. The 4th one is working towards skipping town right now. So if law enforcement wants to do their job, they need to check. They need to check all information. The boy that gave the signal doesn't feel safe to cooperate. There's something about Memphis, if you snitch, that's it for you. They're very black and white about that. The person that gave the signal is the key to unraveling everything. And let me see. Will he talk? Will he talk? Will he talk? Will he talk? 9 of Swords. He's gonna hide. They're gonna find him. They'll find him. Will he talk? They may get to him before he talks. This is crazy. This is crazy. Will he talk? If they get to him first, yes. If they don't, he's walking on thin ice. Whoever this is that gave the signal. I just heard I didn't feel what people thought I felt. I was already not there at the first impact. His body went into shock. There's a man that he's looking at, a man that he's very close to. He wants him to look over his family, protect his family, make decisions in regards to my family, cloak my family, move my family. That's what I'm hearing. I should have been around more. I should have done more. Should have been around more. Should have done more. That's what I'm hearing. Who is this man that you want to protect your family? Yeah, there's a man that he trusts. Protect my family. Cloak them. And he will. He will. He will. He will keep his word. So I'm just very upset about the situation. I think I know one song from him, but I didn't know much about his music. I just know that this was unfortunate. I may not even upload this, to be honest. So my predictions are there are 4 people involved. Well, technically 5 if that person signaled them to do it. Maybe 3 people in the car, 3 people in the car, 4th person got the phone call. It will take a while for them to round up who did what, because nobody's willing to talk, nobody's willing to cooperate. And I get it, it's street code. They're not gonna talk. They will find who was involved, but the main person is gonna take a while to find that person. The person that gave the signal, law enforcement has to get to him before the other people do. Because I keep picking up, they're gonna pressure him to talk, saying, hey, that wasn't right. And he's like, I didn't know. They didn't tell me that. Well, duh. Of course they're not gonna tell you that. Okay. It could help if he just turns himself in and talk about it, but these people are not snitches. They don't snitch. They would have to find him and corner him. But hopefully law enforcement finds him and corners him before the other. But then again, even saying that, law enforcement, they can't be trusted. So he doesn't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, this is a mess. So I'm gonna keep it in prayer. But I do feel that we're gonna hear more about this as time goes on. It's going to unravel. But it will take time for them to gather around who did what. And the main person of interest is running. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rest in peace to young Dolph and his family. I know a lot of people feel away, and I may or may not even upload this, but I'm gonna go pray for his family. And I really pray that justice is served. All right, guys. Bye. Hello, everyone. So before I end off this reading, what stood out to me was the fact that I kept picking up on a baby. I get this feeling that he loved his wife and he loved his family, and I do feel that he wanted to spend more time with them. But a baby kept coming out because I do feel like that's a clue. Either he has very young children and that was his focus, to spend more time with his young children, or the person that's involved, the person that did this, the person that orchestrated this just had a young child. So I really hope that that can help out in any way, because that stood out to me. It came out at least more than once. So whoever that is involved in all of this, they just became a father or just had a very young child. So hopefully everything starts to tie in together. I really hope that justice is served, and I hope that authorities find the young gentleman that I saw before the other people do. So that's what I'm seeing. I just needed to throw that in there. This whole situation really disturbed me, and I feel what really tripped me out was clairaudiently I kept hearing a woman screaming, and then when I did research, because mind you I did not know anybody in this situation until after the fact, that was more than likely his wife. And it's been very triggering. My heart breaks for her, and I'm very happy that I did this reading, but it was really hard, guys. It was really, really hard because things like this are not easy and a lot has been happening. So guys, be safe, hug your loved ones, pray, and most importantly, don't take life for granted. And when it comes to the Black community, we just have to do better, in a sense of we can't be killing each other when everybody else is doing that to us. We have to do better. But I pray that more information comes out, and I pray that my predictions come true, in a sense of justice being served. So, guys, let's keep it in prayer. Let's keep his family in prayer. I love you guys very much, and thank you so much for watching this reading. Okay, bye, guys.